Welcome to This Week in Ames. I'm Kate Tyndall, filling in for Susan Gwiazda. On today's show, we'll learn about all the changes coming up for the Ames Public Library. Our guest on the show today is Jillian Oatkin, Community Relations Specialist from the Ames Public Library. Jillian, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So, my first question for you is we are getting so close to getting into the new library instead of the old library that you've been in temporarily. One of the first questions I have is, what was the reasons for having the remodeling of the library?
Well, part of it is it's an expansion. We needed more space. It was getting very tight. We were running out of places to sit. The shelves were getting packed and all of that. But we also needed better space. We needed more comfortable spaces, more functional spaces, and since we were already looking at changing things, we wanted to be more energy efficient.
Okay, so you talk about functional space, and when I've been touring the library, I've seen a lot of functional space for maybe study rooms, for different age groups. So what sort of age groups are we looking to cater to? Are we looking to cater for young people, older adults, community members? What groups will we be working for in this new library?
It is the whole range. A public library really serves everyone from baby all the way to as long as you can get around and into the library and beyond. We have a home delivery service for people that can't make it to the library.
Okay. So you've talked about that home delivery service. What are some other features that will be at this new refurbished library?
Well, we'll have everything that you're used to, you know, books, movies, music, and all of the old services, but we're also taking this opportunity to add in some new products and services. Well, products is kind of a strange term for a library, but we're going to have video games that you can check out for free. We're going to, at some point, introduce iPads and things to check out, checking out laptops. You can take it wherever you want in the library to sit. So we're really looking at how we can serve people better in this new space.
Okay, so we've got a lot of differences, but what are some similarities, perhaps, between the old library that we were used to and this new refurbished library?
Essentially, it's a library, so there's a lot of similarity there.
There's still books, right?
There's still books.
Okay,
you don't have to worry about that.
All right.
And the building itself, you'll see on the outside, is it has a lot of the same things. The 1904 and 1940 sections from the outside just look the same as they always have. We've preserved them. There's a bit of the 1984 face, the brickwork, that's kind of nested within some of the new stuff. And then when you get inside, you'll find some little features here and there. The outside of the 1904, you'll actually see on the inside of the lobby, which I think is pretty cool. You'll see the little theater has been around for ages. Everybody loves to see the dioramas there. There'll be some of the same statues that you have climbed on as kids and have grown up to love. So you'll see things here and there that are the same, but they'll be nested within new, energizing sort of place. So it should be really a neat melding of the old and new.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard a lot of talk of keeping the integrity of the old library and yet having this refurbished library as well.
Yeah.
And when I was in the library last time, I saw the community room, I believe is what you guys are calling it. Can you talk a little bit about those services that will still be offered for the community aspects?
You bet. One thing that we've really missed in this temporary space is meeting rooms. We have so many community groups that love to have somewhere that they can meet for free, have meetings, have clubs, things like that, and we haven't had the space in the temporary space. So in the renewed library, we'll have everything we had before as far as meeting space, plus some more. It'll be really nice. And a lot of the meeting rooms are in the old 1904 and 1940 sections, and they are so beautiful. They just look so nice and classic. It's really cool. I think people will love it.
Classic is definitely the word for it when I was walking through as well. So we've got a lot of things to look forward to after the move, but first we have to get through the move.
Yes,
That's the main thing.
That's a little tough.
First of all, when is the move out date? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, our last day open in our temporary space is August 17th. And we'll actually have a little bit of a celebration of that last day with a book brigade, a ceremonial book brigade, where we'll pass 14 books from the temporary space over to the renewed library. And we want everyone to come out and help us form a human chain to move these 14 books all the way back. Okay. So that starts at 4 p.m. on August 17th. And that should be a really neat celebration. And right afterwards, we'll go over to Bandshell Park and have some entertainment and family fun.
Okay. Can people just jump in the line, or how do they get involved with that?
If you come to either the temporary space or the library at 515 Douglas Avenue, it'll be easier to get directed. But really, anywhere along the route from Grand Avenue up to Main Street, if you jump in, I'm hoping there will be a lot of people and you'll be able to find a spot in line.
Okay, and you aren't passing all the books, correct?
No.
Okay, that would take quite some time.
14 books. We think that'll be sufficient to have some fun and kind of celebrate what we're going to be doing after that, moving all of the books.
Okay, and again, reiterate the dates for that and the times?
That's August 17th, starting at 4 p.m.
Okay, and then can you talk a little bit about the move? Can people help out with the move?
Yeah, we are taking volunteers. You can call in or email into the library to get information about volunteering. Also on our website, you can find that contact information. We'll need volunteers for moving, for holding doors, for helping people get sorted out at the book brigade. There are just all sorts of things that people can do to help.
Okay, and people can find that at www.amespubliclibrary.org, correct?
That's correct.
All right, sounds good. So we've got you guys moved out of the temporary space into the new location, and then when does the library reopen?
Right, so we will be closed from August 18th all the way through September 13th, and then the grand reopening is September 14th. And we will be open. We'll have a little ceremony at 1 p.m. Celebrating the grand reopening, and then we'll open our doors and be open for business.
Okay, so, but that's a long time in between then. Can patrons stock up books, or is there just no reading in Ames before then?
Stock up, take as much as you need for that time. Nothing will be due while we're closed. Your fines won't go up if you happen to have something overdue. I'm sure I will during that time. So stock up beforehand. You'll still be able to return books if you don't want to keep track of them at home. But take what you need to get you through that time.
Good deal. And then I also understand that there's a little sneak peek gala coming up right before the grand opening. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
On September 5th, the Ames Public Library Friends Foundation is going to hold a gala event. People can come in and see the building. There will be food and fun, all sorts of great stuff. And tickets are $75 per person, and you can find that information on our website. If you go to Support the Library, there's a little link there.
Okay, and you said again those dates and times?
That's September 5th at 7.
Okay, sounds good. Well, it sounds like you've just got a lot going on in a a month is a short amount of time, but you guys are going to have a lot to do in that month.
Yep.
So my last question for you is, what are you really looking forward to with both the move and the reopening, Jillian?
I just can't wait for the reopening. The move, I'll get through it, but I cannot wait. I've actually got 2 young toddlers. I cannot wait to see them in the story time room listening to a story with Miss Jerry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and especially with that little theater and all the other things, they will definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been so fun to hear about what's going on with the Ames Public Library.
Thanks for having me.
To learn more about things going on at the Ames Public Library, visit www.amespubliclibrary.org. You can also follow the Ames Public Library on Facebook. Also, follow the City of Ames on Facebook and Twitter. And tune in next week for This Week in Ames.